All right, that was breakfast. Man, oh man. When the tourists come to town, Koreans, they don't understand the way things work there. They don't line up properly. Which is good for me. Because I can just jump ahead, grab a couple of hangbao and soy milk, be in and out of there in 5 minutes. Even got a seat today. There were probably people in the lineup that are still in the lineup, and I've bought my breakfast, sat down, had my breakfast, and left. I'm an insider, and even I got to the counter and they said, "Oh, good morning. You know, I'm next. I can jump ahead of everybody else." And it's kind of funny because originally I didn't like going there because I found the lineup so confusing, and now I'm abusing my knowledge for faster service. So the longer you live in a place, the better you understand, you know, how to get from point A to point B. This is true where I live in Waterloo. Waterloo doesn't have any roads that run straight for very long. So getting anywhere always involves a bit of a roundabout way. And it takes you a few years to figure that out. Just like it takes you a little while to figure out how those lineups work at the Xinglongju breakfast place. But once you got it figured out, life is good. Until you have it figured out, life is not so good. Yeah. So I decided I'm not going to lose any more days through sickness, hangovers, through procrastination, through sloth. I figured out yesterday I've only got 9,131 days left on planet Earth. 9,130 today. I'm down one. So I'm trying to make the most of every day. At least make the best of every day. At least do something every day. Like this. Like other things. Because life is too short, and I'm 62 years old. The rest of my life is shorter than the life to date. That's a humbling fact, and it is a fact. And speaking of facts, I was watching my most hated YouTube friend today, Guelo60. I really don't agree with anything about the guy. I don't like what he says. I don't know what he looks like. I don't like what he thinks about. I don't know what he talks about, and yet I still watch it. He's into conspiracy theories. He thinks it's all a conspiracy theory, and he just watches a bunch of stuff and then spouts it back out to us. He did say something that did give me a little bit of a pause. And that is, he said that he was talking about Ukraine and Taiwan and Canada and Trump and da-da-da. I mean, everything that's top of the news. I didn't really follow some of his logic. Actually, a lot of his logic I didn't follow. But he said with Trump and this current Republican government, everything is out in the open, whereas before it was all done behind closed doors. And that is actually partly true. Everything is out in the open in this government. Well, a lot of things are out in the open. What's out in the open is some of the things they want you to see, and some of the things they don't want you to see, because they're fools. But it implies that the other governments, the previous governments, were hiding things. And they weren't. Or maybe they were a little bit, but it was just the way that governments run, how things operate. It wasn't a big conspiracy about whatever, you know. So I'm not going to give that guy any more thought. Guelo 60. The only other thought I have on him is that he lived in China. He had a Chinese wife, and after she died, he couldn't hack it in China anymore because he doesn't speak the language. So he had to go to Philippines with all the other old fuckers who like drinking and young girls and like to poison the internet with their conspiracy thoughts and things like that. So fuck him. I actually went to Max and Aki's channel as well. And the reason I went there is because it's good to check in with people you used to watch to see what they're up to. And I clicked on one of the videos, and he's got a new girlfriend. Pretty girl too, but not as pretty as Lee. Lee was very pretty. Which way should I go? Let's go this way today. Alright, so that's Max and Aki, Guelo 60. See, a lot of my life I lived through YouTube. I feel like I know these people. And speaking of YouTube, I heard from my handler, the lady who works for the agency that got in touch with me to do the video for Alishan for the Taiwan tourism. And I had that video scheduled to go ahead this Friday. But now somehow it's still under review. Good thing I don't need the money. Jeez, I might not even publish it. I'm not going to change it. It's done. Can't change it. And my video from Taipei went really well. It's still #1. And I think it's probably because the Taipei connection. I mentioned Taipei in the title, so I got lots of Taipei watchers, which is a good idea. And I got a new subscriber to this channel, to the Bob Pod. I'm going to change the name, but I have to wait 14 days. And that's nice. If I can grow by one person a day, in 3 years I could get monetized. And that's fine. Alright, I don't know what else I get to mention. Let's see. Oh, I was watching a video about this family, this Mormon family that arrived in Taiwan. 2 brothers and a bunch of kids. There was like 12 of them. And they went to 7-Eleven for dinner. And they bought such a bunch of crap. And then in the morning, they got up and they went to a bakery for breakfast. And they bought more crap. And the 2 brothers, they're these doughy looking guys. With glasses. Wearing t-shirts with sports teams on them. Ugly colors. And the kids have red hair and white skin. And they're just hideous looking. This family, I tell you, God, do us a favor and do not reproduce. The brother was here as a missionary 20 years ago, so he knows how to order breakfast. But I'm not going to watch them, they're just too irritating. Most of the stuff on YouTube is so irritating. All right, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Wednesday, the 19th of March, and it is shortly after 8 o'clock. I think it's closer to 8:30 now. All right, and that's the Bobcast. I'm out. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.